chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chillin' with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready, and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna ball, waking up admit that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chillin' with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready, and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna ball, waking up admit that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chillin' with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me.
Baron, you was right. Baron, you were right. I start the podcast muted.
Told you.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you say such things? Why would you say such things
and
not remind me when we go? I'm just used to being here, baby.
Bro, it's all good.
It's fine.
What's going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from LV1Gaming.com. And congratulations, you guys leveled up to 241. This is the Double SP Podcast. I've said it once and I said it again. We got lots to talk about tonight. Shout out for the folks that's in the chat. Bordy McBoard, I see you. Highlander, Sky, Cho, John, Hustler, Motivate, who is always hustling and or motivating. Probably, but don't judge me, sir. I'm not here for the judgment. I'm here to have a good time.
Is that Miles?
Even if it's not for a long time. Miles is also in a bit of shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate you guys rocking with us. We got lots of topics tonight, but I'm gonna start off with the introductions. First things first, my right hand. Man. The forehugger with the hardest of ours.
What's up, guys? I am happy to be back with the boys and the girls, and it's so nice to see Rand. We were just talking about it's been like a year. Fame don't reach out. Fame don't want to hang out with him. And you know, I'm also enjoying this new life I'm living because I'm on Microsoft Edge now, and my computer is not like a small jet plane. I'm not using Chromes and Edge. I'm getting my points from Bing every day to get my Game Pass for a year. So I be on that Microsoft Edge life now, and I'm digging it. I'm digging it. It's good.
Listen, I switched to Edge as well.
It's good.
It's good. This ain't Internet Explorer. I switched as well. So. Next up, back from hiatus. They're beautiful. Des, what's going on, sis?
Hey guys, it's good to be back. I'm sorry. I was at PAX networking and like having a good time and collecting pens, and then I got sick and I couldn't talk. So I'm back here to annoy Baron. That's my main reason for coming back to them.
Let's see if y'all fight live tonight. Next up.
Hey, King David said the PAX East family.
Woo! It was great meeting them. I met so many people. That was dope.
Shout out to the Iron Lords.
Shout out to the Iron Lords for that's good
by.
People. That's good. Is that on TikTok or YouTube?
Des.
Petty.
Listen, I basically did. People came up and was like, "Can I take a picture with you?" Which totally surprised me. So that was basically.
Hey, digital autograph. You're not wrong.
Maybe.
Difference between you and him to actually know you. But listen, next up, if your email is popping and your DMs is full, that's because communication director level 1 gamer trying to get a hold of you, baby. Baron J67, what's going on, Chief?
I'm stressed. House full of sick people. There's humidifiers everywhere. I look like I'm in the swamp area of any video game. It's like a low mist cloud running through my house. It's just humid. Like we definitely terraformed my home. Just stuff, life, games,
the things,
and Wild Hearts is so much fun. And thank you, EA, for hooking it up. But yeah, I've been playing the hell out of Wild Hearts. I got a ninja character, but yeah, keep going.
Last but definitely not least, the man that I didn't know was my best friend. I didn't know that I had the ability to contact this man on a whim. He is also the man with the million. Rand Al Thor 19. What's going on, boss man?
What's going on, everybody? It's always it's good to be back here after a year because Fame doesn't talk to people.
Ooh.
I'm sitting there just lonely, just being like, why won't people talk to me?
Ooh.
Nah, I'm just kidding. But it's good to be back. I think last time I was here, I was here with the Grubster.
Yeah. Yes. You guys both had long hair.
Yeah. We both had long hair. Now we're both just
I grew mine out
incredibly
for no reason.
handsome with our short hair, right?
Hey. But you are the man with the million, but you're also about to be the man with 100,000. The growth on YouTube, my boy.
Wow.
How's that been for you, my boy?
Maybe this year. Maybe. I think we're at like 93,000. Maybe we hit 100K this year.
Next month.
I want that. I ain't gonna lie. I want that YouTube plaque. I ain't gonna lie.
You deserve it. You really
It's
do.
definitely coming to you, my boy. You, of course, the channel, your videos, or I look forward to your videos. I tell people all the time when stuff is happening or rumors are happening, I'm not listening until Rand says it. But not only your videos, you guys have what I like to call, you might have seen it in the chat, but y'all chat be going so fast, you might not have seen it, the best damn Xbox podcast.
Oh, he's good. I got it. Don't
Now
worry.
you're unfrozen now.
We're good. Rand, you're not supposed to tell him.
Oh, okay.
I think the podcast died for a second.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Are we back? TikTok didn't.
TikTok is still going, but like on this end, like everything for me just kind of just said everything.
Your internet was like, nope.
Which is crazy because I'm all greens everywhere. Everything is running good.
I had that like 2 podcasts in a row. My internet cut out on Xbox 2. We had to end the show early, and then Jez had to host it because my internet was spotty the couple of days we were going to do it. I don't know. It's weird.
That's wild.
Very weird.
That's
I have a great time doing Xbox 2 with Jez. You know, I think 261 episodes, doing it for essentially 6 years now, and I still love doing it. You know, sometimes you do something for so long, you get sick of it, or it's not as fun as it used to be. And doing the podcast has always been fun. And the day it becomes work is the day we both stop doing it. Right?
Yeah.
So it's still as fun as it was. And it's, grateful that everybody tunes out and loves watching the show every week. And we couldn't ask for anything more, really.
That's awesome.
You know, one of the best
I
things
love when
about
people say stuff like that because I feel like it's always work for me. Like it's fun, but it's always definitely work. Like putting in the work for it. So I think it's really cool if you can do something.
when you say
If you can
6
do it
years,
and it's just fun. Yeah.
that 6 years blows my mind.
As Fame would know and the Baron knows, we don't really put a lot of production on Xbox 2, so there's not much real work going into it. Like it's just you collect some topics, and it's basically me and Jez having a phone conversation for 4 hours.
Okay.
Right? It's just talking, and that really when you're talking to somebody you like and you can have a good conversation, it's not work. Now making YouTube videos, however, that can be
Work,
because those things take 2 to 3 hours to make, right? I enjoy making them, which is why I make them. But I ain't gonna lie. Like there was a time I didn't make any videos for a while. I was burnt out. I'll be the first to admit it. Like I got completely burnt out on making videos, and I stopped for a bit. Then trying to get back into it, it can be a little tough, but. Yeah, making the videos kind of felt like work. I got burnt out, so I stopped. But the podcast just always feels like fun. I just keep on doing it.
You say 6 years, and it blows my mind because before I bought my house, I used to live in an apartment closer to work, and I was so close I would just walk to work every day. And when you guys had the podcast, that's what I would walk home to. Like 6 years, like I did not realize how long you guys have been doing that show. That's dope.
Yeah, we started April of 2017 when Digital Foundry revealed the specs of the Xbox One X, the Scorpio.
Throwback.
Whoa.
You remember those days? The Scorpio days?
The world's most powerful machine. Yeah, trying to make up for the Xbox One. I remember those days.
Yeah. Back then when you used Google Hangouts to do podcasts on YouTube.
Ooh.
Nobody. I don't even. Did Discord even exist back?
I don't know if Discord was a thing. If it was, we weren't using it. We were all in Google
I think
Hangouts.
TikTok existed, but it was called Musical.ly back then.
Musically, yep.
Oh.
Yep. 100%.
I think Discord was out 6 years ago. It was just coming out.
It wasn't. Yeah.
It wasn't like the go-to, right? Because I think people were still using TeamSpeak or whatever that was.
Yep.
Because if you were podcasting, you were using Google
Were done
Hangouts.
Google Hangouts. Yeah, like nobody was using Discord. Now everybody uses Discord, and some people use StreamYard or whatever. But
And StreamYard looks dope. I just don't want to pay for it.
yeah,
Well,
I don't want that watermark.
we don't want to pay for it.
Yeah, bro. Come on. I enjoy Game Pass. I'm not out here buying every game brand new day one, especially when it's coming to Game Pass. We got to follow a super chat from Jay. So shout out to Chicago's finest, Rand Al. Hit that like button.
Chicago represent. Although technically, I don't live in Chicago. I'm in the southern suburbs, but I mean, I'm like 30 minutes away from Chicago. But it's like I always say I'm from Chicago because everybody knows Chicago.
Yeah.
If I actually said where I'm from, people would be like, "Huh?" You know.
That's how I am about
Chicago.
Nashville.
So you not
I
out
just
there with
like,
King Von
I'm from
and them?
Nashville.
Oh Lord.
You not out there in the street. Listen, we
Bears suck.
But
they do.
Yeah,
They do.
yeah. We know that, but it's still the Bears.
Duh,
I mean, the
Bears.
Bears might be better this year. They might.
If you get a quarterback,
Don't
can
do
throw
that.
the
Don't put
football.
that stamp on
He
it.
said if you get a quarterback.
Oh man.
you get a quarterback that can run, throw, and not run.
Hold on. You ain't talking with your Dallas Cowboys now, are you?
Well, that was episode 241. Y'all have a good one. We're not doing no Cowboy slander.
Ooh, we talking about the first round throwaways?
Oh.
Listen,
When-
jealousy
I think
does
the
not
last
look
time-
good on you.
Y'all need to go ahead and just draw a circle
I
around
think
it
the
and
last
summon
time the Cowboys
summon some
won,
help.
I think I was still in grammar school.
Me too. I was
I'm an
definitely
old
a
man
child.
now. I'm
I
in
was
my
It's
5.
getting spicy.
But when they win this year, because this our year, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna say, nigga? This is our year,
Y'all
bro.
probably
it
changed.
every
Hey,
year.
Rand, I think they changed their logo and drew a circle and turned into a pentagram and summoned some help.
This our year.
He's been wanting to say that. You could tell that he wanted to say that one.
Cowboys fans say it's their year every year.
And this is the one we talking about. Every year gonna be the
And
year
then
we
y'all
was
take up
talking
all the
about.
TV time.
Jealousy don't look good on you, B.
Hey,
Hey,
the Bears haven't won since '85, and I was literally like a toddler then.
I wasn't even thought of. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
You just
yeah.
So about those games,
The
like
last
I'm
time
excited.
the Bears or the Cowboys won.
you
game,
wasn't born.
I was 3 years old. I was 3. 96.
Forget Hugger's a baby.
Man.
Listen, we're gonna jump right into the topic. If you guys are listening, you guys can hear the sound of my voice. Hit that like button. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, all that good stuff, please rate the podcast. It helps us out a whole bunch. Again, share the stream out, hit the like button. All of that helps us out a lot. We're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna jump into the news that kind of took over the day today, and that is the PlayStation Q Lite. That is the code name that was revealed by Insider Gamer. That PlayStation is working on a handheld. Supposedly this handheld is going to be basically remote play. It's not supposed to be native. You need to have a PlayStation 5. I do want to go around the panel, and I'm going to start with our guest, Rand Al Thor. Your thoughts, because in my opinion, I'm going to start with you, Rand, and then I'll go to my own thoughts. Your thoughts on what we know as far as this leak goes and it being a remote play device. Your thoughts on the PlayStation Q Lite codename?
Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? I think the problem is we don't know the price point yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people have been wanting a handheld. Steam Deck is blowing up. Everybody loves it. You have like all these other companies making these cloud gaming devices like the Logitech G Cloud, and you have like you have the devices you could put on your phone and play, like the Backbones and the Rager Keys. So a lot of companies are investing in that. They do sort of think there's a market for it. People have wanted like a Vita 2 forever. They want PlayStation to come back to mobile. The problem is you can't really make a dedicated device because it's going to be really expensive, right? And it doesn't seem like PSVR 2 is setting the world on fire right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even more than it being expensive is you'd have to create another version of a game, right? Because developers just got to make a PS5 version, but then they would have to make a version of the game that works on a lower end handheld. And I don't really think they want to do that. But what you can do is like you can use remote play or you can do cloud gaming. They're going to do remote play, and that maybe lets you make a handheld that you can sell for cheaper than you normally would and just sell it to like the really hardcore fans of PlayStation. I guess it really depends on the price. Is it going to be $100? If so, maybe it does well, right? It's probably just going to be offered as an accessory. It's not like the whole business is turning on how well that sort of accessory does because whatever, it's cheap. But this is PlayStation. And I don't know about you guys, but in my view, PlayStation doesn't sell things for cheap. They sell things for premium. Right?
Yep.
So I sort of
Bangers.
look at this. We don't even know what the product looks like, but just based on the fact that it's gonna be like sort of like a DualSense controller, have the haptics and whatnot, and then like a 1080p screen running at 60 frames, and it'll have the chips there to code some of the stuff, the Wi-Fi and things like that. Yeah, it sounds like it could be 100, but this is PlayStation. They sell that Elite controller for 200. I'm sort of expecting they'll sell this thing for 250. And people will be like, "Wait a minute, that's too expensive." But it's really just going to be accessory for the hardcore. They're not going to sell this for a loss. They're going to try to make as much money as they can out of it. And at that price point, maybe people look at it and are like, "I don't know about this." Like personally, I ain't going to get it anyways. Like I don't even. You talk about like an Xbox handheld, right? I'm always on that. I don't even know if I would want an Xbox handheld, fame. Because I just don't really play mobile. I'm just not like that type of person who would play games on the go. So to me, it's like I don't really need something on the go. So with a system that I barely play, I turn it on a couple times a year to play their great exclusives. I'm not really in the market for something that I can, take on the go, right? Because I don't play third-party games on PlayStation. I only play, the God of Wars and the stuff. And once I finish with it, I don't really play it again. So the one I would want a handheld from is Microsoft, because that's where I play all my games. And even then, I don't really even want a handheld because it doesn't really fit my lifestyle. Like I don't really game on the go. So I know I saw a lot of disappointment online because a lot of people were hyping themselves up for like a competitor to the Steam Deck or something, like a native handheld. And it's just being like, no, it's just going to be online only. Hey, where are all those people that were complaining about Redfall being online only? Are they complaining about this being online only?
Where are they?
I don't know. Are the people keeping the same energy? I don't know. I can't tell.
No, they never will. And I think that's the kicker. When you think about this being a portable device, is it really portable? Because you have to have an internet connection at all times. Right, so I can't. If I take this out of my house, I got to make sure I hotspot it to my phone. And if I'm going to be playing something over the internet, right, why not just play the games on my phone with a backbone? Or is having those haptic triggers that important for you? Is that important of a feature for you to have? Right, I don't see. I have the PlayStation Q Lite right here. I have it right here. And so you mean to tell me you want me to play? Yeah, my background fire. That Miles Morales and that Static Shock. Don't be hating this fire. Why would I want to pay? Like, if you're speculating and how we assume how Sony does premium products, why would I go pay $200, $250, or even anything at all when I can connect the controller to my phone and do the exact same thing, and I can actually do it outside because I already have internet connection here, right? I already have that, and I can actually leave with this device from what it sounds like being online only, and you requiring a PS5. It seems like this is for I'm going to buy a PlayStation product no matter what person.
Buy one.
I have to get it because it's PlayStation. I have to get the new Apple iPod every year. Apple has a new headset, I have to go get it. Apple has a new this, I have to go get it. That's who this is for. Because you can't tell me that I need to go, I should get this now. My only thing is, and I'm going to switch to another panel member, is the code name is Q Lite. And I get it. I was told all day on the internet, hey, it's the code name. I get it. But Lite suggests there's a regular. So it makes me wonder, is there an actual regular headset that's on the way? Des, you've been going for a minute. I want to switch to your thoughts on the PlayStation Q Lite.
I think if it does come out, it's probably going to be around a $250 price point. That's what the PS Vita was released at when it came out. That's what the PSP was released at when it came out in 2005. I think, I don't know, I kind of agree with both of you, but I wonder if the Lite isn't necessarily saying that there's going to be like a regular coming out, or maybe it's just saying it's going to be lighter. I know that sounds stupid, but like I have a Steam Deck and that shit is so heavy. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's really heavy. To where, like, even though I can play all of my games on it, I'd rather pick up the Switch because it's so light. So, and also we usually don't get a light version before we get the regular version when we release like handhelds and consoles. So, I hope it's a full on console, because to me, otherwise it wouldn't make sense to release it. Like, unless you're able to like legit download games to it and you don't need that connection. I don't know if that connection is just like a plus to where it's like, hey, if you have games on your PS5, you can download them to this new handheld that we have and play it on the go. Otherwise, it seems kind of stupid and a waste of money. So those are my thoughts.
I get the comparison from Apple and PlayStation from UB. You plan on, if this is a real thing, does this interest you even in the slightest bit?
You know what? For me, what I was hoping was, and it's funny because I guess this would be like counting your chickens before they hatch. Mm-hmm. I was hoping it would be like the G Cloud, but for PlayStation, because it would be cheaper for me and make a little more sense outside of them, of course, bringing all the games over to PC. Buying that and then buying the games on there. I don't have room for a PS5. That's why I'm hoping this next one that's supposed to be coming out is small or smaller, because I don't have any space for it. Like it's literally as tall as my desktop, or a little shorter, but still. So I was hoping that this was going to be a G Cloud type thing where it was going to be all streaming, because the online part is not a big deal to me because I'm not going to get a phone plan for it. So like, even if that was an option, like that's not going to happen. I'm not getting a phone plan. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I was hoping that's what it was going to be, but to hear that you need the console to utilize it. Why are they doing this like they didn't have one of the dopest handhelds out with the Vita? And why are they acting like they don't have a example to follow of something to utilize? Now, I don't want Vita. I don't want whatever this is, Q Lite games. If it literally is just a streaming device, I'm okay with that. But then what's stupid about it, and why I said the whole chicken thing, that would mean they would have to have the app. That would mean it would already have to be in place. That would mean I could just do it on my cell phone and wouldn't need to like that. So this is just like me wanting to have tech and wanting to buy things. And the fact that they're making this more difficult than just creating something for people to buy and adding all these extra steps, like having to own the console. Like, why not just tell people this? Like, hey, instead of you going out and buying another controller and downloading
attach it like the Connect from the Xbox. Attach it to the console like they did the Connect. Yeah, let's see how well that goes. Well, it's PlayStation. They'll love it. Yeah. It won't be a big deal.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Like, just give me a dedicated device where I can add YouTube and do a couple other things to it. Like, but just make it be a PlayStation branded.
That's a cell phone.
No, I got you. I'm with you there. But maybe I don't want to get a message alert as I'm playing my game.
Oh, you want to?
And I got the money to want to buy something exclusive. Like, I'm telling you, it's a spend money thing. That's what it is. There's nothing else about it other than I want to spend money. Like, that's what this is. And then the thing is, you're dealing with Sony, and like you said, a lot of the heavy duty Sony fans love that premium product.
Yeah. So
they're gonna buy it. It's gonna sell. Probably not big, massive numbers unless they create a reason, but I don't know. They could seriously just take like an Android product and throw a PlayStation DualShock controller on the sides. And
they don't even need to do that though. Like, I'm on Sony's website right now. They have the Xperia phones, which is a phone line they brought back.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. They brought that back.
5G.
I totally forgot about that.
It's got, but listen to the specs: 5G, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigabytes of space, 6.1 screen at 120 hertz, HDR OLED display, 4K HDR 120 FPS video recording, and it has built-in live streaming for videographers and mobile gamers. They have their own handheld that is $1,000 plus. They could just, work on your PlayStation Plus thing that you guys have and do what, take a page out of Xbox and have it Ultimate be tied to the mobile phones or something. Like, you already have your own handheld that is going to outmatch I run on a 60 FPS monitor, a 60 hertz monitor. That phone has better monitor refresh than my main gaming setup does. And it's significantly cheaper than my main game setting up too. So just get the phone. I don't know.
Anything over $100, this thing is dead. I'm just being honest because streaming is one. You brought up the G Cloud earlier, B, right?
Yeah.
The difference is
if I'm not
I don't need a PS5 to play my games. And so like you have to be always online connected to that PS5, right? To me, if it's anything over $100, it's dead on arrival. It's gonna, like someone said earlier, it's gonna sell like the PSVR 2. It's gonna be underwhelming. Like this, they need to pivot off of this, and I'm hoping there's something that doesn't come to light because they're going to waste time on this. I'm being honest, and I don't think even the most hardcore PlayStation fans gotta admit this will be an L if I bought this.
Yeah, but I think it's just for the hardcore. Like this is just for the ones who spend the most money in the ecosystem. It's to keep those people in that ecosystem like forever because you need the PS5. Now if you want this handheld, you have to have the PS5. But only people who are going to get the handheld are the people who have a lot of games on there and need to play mobile, right? And it's Sony's all about like creating the hardware to keep their big spenders within their ecosystem and not going somewhere else. So if you buy all your games on PS5, you know, like you said, I wish I could use my Logitech, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can, but there are a bunch of people who do spend it on PlayStation. So it's like Sony's like, we'll create a device for those people, right? Where if it's $250, it probably won't be bought at record numbers. But this isn't like a platform like Vita was, right? Or the PSP was. So it doesn't need to sell 70 million, 80 million to kind of be successful. They can sell it for more than it's worth or for more than whatever they are indeed it and the parts are, and they can sell a couple million of it and probably be successful in that scenario because it doesn't really seem like this is going to be competing with the Steam Deck or
Definitely
the Switch 2. Because I know a lot of fans we want Sony to compete with the Switch 2. Like, we need Sony to take back on mobile and stuff.
Yeah,
but
it's not necessary.
It's too, they're running the console, and then you got this, but it would cost so much money. You would have them be like, now we need to make another version of God of War. You have to make 2 versions of every game. And we already know devs fame on the Xbox side. Some devs really don't want to work on an Xbox Series S. Yeah. They don't want to have to make 2 versions of an Xbox game, right? And that one might go like, well, you know what? I don't want to make a handheld version of whatever. Make it just to work on that. So this is probably the easiest solution for Sony to do. You know what? We're not in the cloud yet. We're not going to make a dedicated handheld because it would cost too much money. So let's just use Remote Play, which is something we advertise, and we can build this device on the cheap and sell it at a good premium. We can keep our big spenders locked into the ecosystem and provide them value for something they may be looking for, and that's probably what Sony's looking at, or at least their thought process.
Wasn't there like a PS Vita Online where you could only access games online? It was like a lighter version of because I feel like I have it somewhere.
I remember that.
You can't actually. Yeah, it's digital only.
Yes, you have an unboxed PS5. I'm sure you have it somewhere. No, it's not PS5 unboxed. It was at the Steam Deck.
Yeah, it's still unboxed.
Jesus Christ.
I know. There's PS5 unboxed. There's an Xbox unboxed, and there's a Steam Deck unboxed. Actually, I found the Steam Deck, and I put it over there.
The Steam Deck, she never took out the box. It's just somewhere casually laying around. Yeah, I got it. You know.
It's out of the box, but it's in like its protective case
out of the
now.
box.
Yeah, it's over there. Because I feel like, listen, I got it because I was like, well, when I travel, I'm going to play it. But it's heavy. I think the system is heavy. So I usually gravitate to it. And everybody's like, why don't you sell it? But then it's like, no, I already bought it. So I'm just going to keep it for when I do decide to play it. And then I'm always at my computer, which is my gaming setup. So like I'm already here, so I might as well play it. But yeah, I think there was a PS Vita that was just online. I think my only issue with like consoles that are just online, other than Steam, is you don't actually ever really own the game. So if shit shuts down, that's it. It's just a useless piece of junk, which is basically what that Vita is now. Like you can't access any games because they shut it down. So, but I still think they're gonna release it at $250. I do not think that they're gonna release it for $100. And I get what you're saying, but like any like console-y kind of thing they've released just historically has been at $249.99.
I think the cheapest thing they release is their controllers.
Yep.
I hear y'all. And I get Rand's point of it being for the hardcore gamer, the one who already has the PS5, who probably spent $1,000 on it from a scalper. I totally get that. I just look at them like, Sony, you're gonna go back to back on hardware, overpriced hardware. Because I'm sorry, you look at you. I don't want Sony to make things moving forward to where, and if this is the case, this is the second device in a row to where you have to have the console. Look at the success of something like the MetaQuest 2, right? And I talked about this with Lord Cognito on Monday, right? The fact that I don't need another piece of hardware. Another piece of hardware is optional. If I want games with a higher fidelity, I connect my Quest to my PC, right?
Or a cord.
It's optional. Why? I don't like the trend of, hey, you have to go spend $500. The price to entry, we going to the club, you paying $500 to get in. And then when you get in, I have a 75 drink minimum. I don't like that.
Hey, Rand, man, you know, does this sound like Apple? I always say Sony, PlayStation is the Apple of the gaming industry, forcing people into products, locking up their product. Like the PlayStation VR 2 would have sold so much better if you would have been able to just use it with a computer.
I mean, you know, Sony's whole business model is predicated on the fact that you have to own the console, right?
Yeah,
like that's their whole business model. It's like you need to own the console. The games that we're releasing are going to release on PlayStation 5 first. They'll come to PC later, and hopefully they won't look like Last of Us on PC. Right? maybe the games as a service, because we need as many players as playing it. Maybe that'll come to PC day one. But their whole strategy is like, you need the PS5, you need the console. Where Xbox's is like, I don't know, you want to play Starfield? Guess what? You don't even need the Xbox console to play Starfield. You can just play it on the PC. You can play it on your mobile phone if you want. Hell, you can play it on your OLED that has the app on it. You don't need to buy the hardware. But PlayStation, I think, is a stickler, because I think they know what's worked for them, and they've dominated the video game industry for so long, and they're kind of dinosaurs in that way. Where the industry is kind of changing, especially Xbox, and they're sort of like, they don't want it to change because they've had such success, and you can sort of see them changing, just resisting it, but kind of going along with it. And this is just another example of that. Of like, no, you need the console to use this handheld. No, you need the console to use this PSVR 2. No, you need the console if you want to play God of War Day 1 and all those sort of things. It's just the way their business is run.
It sucks. If Apple can get away with it, Sony's going to get away with it.
Yeah, because they are it's funny, the way that when I was growing up as a kid, I remember, oh, you're on that Nintendo. It wasn't you're on that Sega, you're on that Nintendo. Meaning whatever I was playing, it was the Nintendo.
Yep.
So now you're on that PlayStation.
Yeah.
PlayStation, when you think gaming,
you think
if you go ask just about anybody, you think PlayStation. So funny enough, and I don't know how long it can last. I don't ever want big companies to disappear. Like that's nothing I want. But I wonder how long they can keep riding that wave of being the top dog. Like what's gonna happen? What's gonna be that tweak? What's gonna be that new feature that somebody else offers? Hell, it could be Amazon throwing in Prime with whatever game service they offer. But it just, I don't know. I don't know if you can keep. I don't know. It's possible. I mean, hell, those Sega arcades in Japan closed down. So, and that's one thing I didn't think would ever happen. So, like.
Times are changing. It's going to be very interesting to see what the game industry is going to look like in the next 5 to 10 years. It's going to be really,
Listen, I think at the end of the day, I'm gonna go with the notion that this thing is going to flop fantastically well. Take that how you see it. It's going to flop fantastically well. Well, I'm having to verify if this is me. Hugs, I'm gonna swing these to you while Google tells me that I need to verify that I am who I am. Which is weird. Doesn't make any sense why I have to verify who I am all of a sudden. But okay.
And much love to everybody watching us on TikTok right now, because if I'm reading this right, it says there's like 65 people watching us.
Hey, it's lit.
Awesome.
Even though we started the podcast with Rand like throwing shade at TikTok.
I didn't throw any shade. I just said I'm not on TikTok. I'm sorry.
That's shade, sir. That is shade.
It's slight shade. It's just
join us.
It's kind of it.
You just told me not to download it though.
Yeah, I did. I was really trying to save you.
Wow.
But yeah, let's get. Sorry, TikTok. No. No.
Wow, you flip flopping over here, boy.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm not held hostage.
Well, you a little bit are. So last week we talked about the United States, good old US of A, having a problem with the way PlayStation holds dominance in Japan.
Funny enough, there was some paperwork apparently that's been going around, and I think the key aspect out of here, and I'm gonna pull this little excerpt out here. It says, and we kind of knew this, right? We always talked about how certain games wouldn't release on Xbox, but there was no exclusivity deal going on. It just wouldn't release on Xbox, right? So part of this excerpt that's from this letter that's flying around, it says Sony pays third-party game publishers not to make their content available on Xbox and systematically negotiate exclusivity arrangements that keep the most popular games in Japan off of Xbox. We talked about this a little bit last week. We know that there's different type of trade agreements between the United States and Japan. They've always been friendly, cordial, and there's always been some rules in place, to talk about, fair deals, right? And I was talking about, I guess, again, Rand, do you foresee the United States government being able to do anything whatsoever in regards to PlayStation's dominance? And one key thing I thought was funny is when this originally came out a week and a half ago, the JFTC immediately said, you know what? Activision Blizzard deal, we got no issue with it. I thought that was hilarious. But now this thing is starting to get a little bit more serious than back then. Do you foresee there being any possibility that the United States government has any type of grounds to make it to where PlayStation doesn't continue to insert its dominance in Japan?
I mean, I don't really know much about this topic to really give an informed answer on what the U.S. government will or will not do. I mean, I know Satya's talked about sort of like this in previous speeches where he's like, hey, one of our competitors does this in Japan, maybe that should be looked into. And then all the stuff with the ABK deal with Sony basically trying to block it every way they know how. And then it's like, oh, but look at what they do in Japan and anti-competitive practices. And then you have the Washington senators and House of Representatives, people come, I don't really know. I actually haven't looked into that too much to really say one way or the other what will happen. I do think it's interesting that there's a lot of talk about Japan and Sony's practices there because, maybe something's going on, but I do think this might. And this won't happen for a while, but hey, you know what I think this is leading to? This is leading towards Xbox acquiring a publisher in Japan.
You're saying a quiet part out loud.
I think this is sort of setting the table for eventually, when ABK's done and maybe a couple years go by.
And they go get Sega?
They go get Sega, they go get Capcom, they go get Square Enix. And, maybe they use some of this talking arguments about, hey, Sony's got 98% of the high-end console market, right, which is something Sony came up with and fed to the regulators. We need to compete, and to do so, Square Enix wants to sell, so we're going to purchase Square Enix. and we're gonna have a foothold in Japan and stuff like that. I do think I wouldn't be surprised if that was like Microsoft's like sort of end goal to all this. Some of this I think is just basically them fighting Sony. It's like, oh, you wanna try to block our ABK deal? Well, we're gonna try to get you here, and trade talks between U.S. and Japan, like stuff like that, right? Where it's like, oh, well, what you're doing to our company in Japan is stuff like, I don't know. It's just, I just want this ABK thing to be over, Fame. I just want it to be done and over with. I mean, I have fun making fun of PlayStation and their arguments, and my boy, lying, crying, flying Jim
Ryan,
dance moves, saving Private Ryan. He's my guy. I love talking about him, but I'm over this. It's been going on for so long. I just want it all to be done and over with, bro. I just want it to end, and it soon sounds like it will be.
Yeah, I'm hoping about it before we get to Starfield. If it doesn't get delayed again, hopefully before the summertime, this will end. But just a quick insert here. In the U.S.-Japan Digital Trade Agreement, Japan committed to provide non-discriminatory treatment to U.S. digital products, which includes computer programs and other digital encoded products like console games. Turning a blind eye to this blatantly anti-competitive conduct that's not right. That's not how you spell that. But the discrimination against competing U.S. digital products.
Editing.
What? Famous editing?
No, keep going.
Oh, but again, I kind of want to bring that up because I would love to see Microsoft, because Baron, if you remember a few years ago when we were up at 4:00 in the morning, 3:00 in the morning, and we did the
Tokyo Game Show.
And one thing we noticed that was one of the best shows Microsoft put on, because they made sure they tailored themselves to the audience in Japan. They didn't mention the Xbox console one freaking time. It was not mentioned. It wasn't shown. It was not even. It was the last thing thought of was the console, right? All they cared about was Game Pass, and they show games for that market. I feel like
the controllers and the tablets.
Yes. I feel like Microsoft is doing the right things in Japan, right? They're catering to the audience in a lot of ways. Now, like the last topic, there is no handheld thing going over there, but what they're doing with the cloud, what they're doing with Game Pass, what you can play on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer at work while you're falling asleep, all that good stuff, right? They're catering to the market, but that foothold hasn't moved. The Xbox has been around since 2002.
Sounds about right.
Am I right on that, Rand? 2002?
Which was what? 2002?
When the Xbox has been around.
2002.
Xbox, I think, came out in 2001, right?
2001. That could be right. One of those two. 2001, 2002. And you mean they've made no headway in Japan? None?
It sounds sus.
Like, that's something's wrong. Something's wrong, and they need to be competitive in that market. Like, because you got the United States, you got the United Kingdom. That Japanese market, you need to, and they're seemingly catering to their market, but can't make headway. So there is something there, in my opinion. We keep seeing a bunch of games come out, and we're not hearing about any type of exclusivity deals. They just don't come on Xbox just because. And I understand and I get the notion of, well, if these particular gamers don't buy these particular games, why put forth the effort? But we got to give them a chance first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, Dad's like, I don't think so, bucko.
No, that's not what I'm saying. No. I was just thinking, like, I think the foothold in Japan, I feel like this is obvious, is Nintendo, right? Like, Nintendo is like their main thing. And then PlayStation, because of the type of games that they put on PlayStation, I just don't feel like, even though Xbox is over there and they're working hard, like, it just doesn't seem like it can't just be the system. It has to be the type of games that they've also been producing on Xbox that the general Japanese public is not really that into, right? And I think I think the idea of them getting a publisher is really interesting, especially because I think we were having a conversation about like how Square Enix is kind of not marketing all of its games the same way, and it seems to be dropping off
definitely are not.
a lot of stuff. And so like maybe there's something already in the works. Like they don't really need to push these games because they're already talking about having a publisher. Maybe Microsoft picked them up and they don't have to worry about that. That would give them a lot of competition. But I also think, like, let's be real, this has been going on for a really long time. Like back when Sega was, you know, doing its thing. Like this is not new. And kind of echoing off of what Grant said, like it seems petty and childish at this point, Xbox and PlayStation and them going back and forth. Like I'm also over it. It's like, get your shit together. You know what I mean? Because it's a very he say she say. It literally is like two siblings fighting over the same thing. And now they're like, we're gonna get bidding over the same thing. And now they're like, we're gonna get big mama government involved. Yeah. And,
who can seem the weakest? Like, oh, they're hitting me. Oh, they're hitting me. That's been happening a lot. Yeah.
So that was all I wanted to say about that.
Man, so we're gonna move off of this real quick then, because I like how Rand started this. I'm sick of this Activision Blizzard thing.
I'm tired of it.
I want it to end, but I want it to end the right way. As in, like, it goes.
Let's be honest.
The right way?
I was gonna say I don't care how.
The right way. The right way is Microsoft owning Activision Blizzard.
Oh yeah. Hey, it's just an agreement between two parties, right? An agreement between two.
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm gonna say it, and I'll say it every podcast. I think from now on, you're gonna see a lot of trading. IPs are gonna be traded like Pokemon cards. I think if this doesn't go well, I got a feeling it's going to get real wild, and all of a sudden you're going to just see a slew of games and IPs being sold.
When you saw Tomb Raider get sold, like in it, the game
if
IP
Tomb Raider can get sold,
the start of it.
Everything's available. The gaming world is for everyone. If Tomb Raider can be sold and bought, there is nothing sacred.
How long before Warner Brothers starts selling off Batman IP, gaming IP rights? To me, because I know not too long ago, and I wrote something about this as well. We heard a lot about, hey, you know, Warner Brothers might be selling off their studios, and that was a big topic for a while, right? Before anyone even dreamed of Activision Blizzard, it was Warner Brothers, right? Who's going to buy Warner Brothers?
That was even before Bethesda.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Because it's Warner Brothers, who I don't know, I can't remember who else owns that, but that was the big talk, right? And I remember writing a piece, and I was there, and I put it in, and I said, hey, I don't really think Microsoft should go try to buy the Warner Brothers thing. Go buy the IP rights. Go buy, you know, that. And I do think this deals moving forward. Big publisher deals moving forward are going to be under so much scrutiny because of this APK deal. I know a lot of people thinking that the flow works are going to come by, right? All of a sudden, Sony's going to buy Take-Two, and Embracer Group is going to go buy Ubisoft. That's been all over the place. I think things are going to actually get harder. I think the president's it's going to get harder to buy. Yeah. So to make things easier, you know what? I'll go buy Batman instead of trying to buy Warner Brothers.
So you mean getting like an exclusive license for Batman? Because there's no way you're buying the Batman IP.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Kinda
getting
like
the rights to make the games.
Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Same thing. Like
that's cheaper.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's cheaper, and there's no oversight because now you're just selling a product. Like it.
And there's very few games that are made that I'm like, yes, it has to stay with that developer. I'm not brand loyal to developers. If a game is good, I'm gonna play the game no matter where it goes. You're not my car. You're not the place I choose to play my games. If I know you're making this, Amazon, they're making Tomb Raider, I'm going to go play it. It could be dog doo-doo, but I'm still gonna play it because I like Tomb Raider. I'm not brand loyal to games.
Who owns them now? Amazon? Who owns Tomb Raider now?
Amazon owns Tomb Raider now.
What made them buy Lara Croft? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, I mean, what a good
new
flagship
movies and TV shows coming through.
Yeah,
there's new anime.
Amazon Prime, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as the games go,
their
like,
fingers in everything.
Are they going to be making another Tomb Raider game anytime soon?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
And where's it going to release on? Luna? Come on, bro. Like I don't understand.
I mean, like, you can be a studio that makes a game and it doesn't have to release on your own product.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think that's an issue.
Don't
What
put
I'm
it
confused
everywhere.
about is I thought with COVID, gaming got a big boom just because people were staying home and that's what everybody was talking about. What is this like fucking scramble that we're seeing right now, right after COVID? Like, what happened to all that money and all that talk and all of that stuff that was for the past 2 years? Because now it seems like everybody is scrambling. Nobody has money. Everybody's selling IPs. I really wish I had a look at to what is going on behind the scenes, because I think it's so much deeper than like any of us will ever know. You know what I mean?
Do you think we're going to have like 20 years from now, it's going to be a bunch of like financial scandals that happened during COVID?
There's going to be a whole
we,
Netflix documentary on it.
Yeah, because I mean, like, look at the way it happened on like just people level. Like, there were scams everywhere during that time.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine what's going on at the big time corporate levels. Like, where's the money? Because it didn't just disappear when everybody went outside.
I mean,
Yeah.
Aaron, we're already starting to see it. Look what's happening to FaZe Clan right now. And they were making big banco bucks during COVID, and then now it's like, you guys got no money. What happened?
What happened? Yeah.
Yeesh.
I think these
All
companies
those
are just more
layoffs
insular and protected.
happening. It's
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of
things-
companies
things
melting.
are wild.
Yeah, you bring up a good point.
And what I want to see is Amazon do something with this IP. And now I'm not talking 10 years from now. Gaming goes, right? Because I do believe, again, Brandon nail on the head, we're going to see more of this happen. It's going to be a lot easier to happen. We're not going to see nothing like ABK for the next 10 years, 15 years, minimum. We're not going to see nothing like this for a while. Because it takes two to tango, right? And I think this Activision Blizzard thing happened at the... how do I say this without people understanding? What happened is terrible. What was going on at Activision Blizzard was absolutely terrible. But it was perfect timing for Microsoft. Had the allegations and stuff not come out, why would Activision Blizzard sell? It's the same thing I think about with Take-Two. Why would you sell? It takes two to tango.
I think that deal was in the works before all of that controversy.
According to Phil said it happened really quickly after all this stuff came about.
I guess, but whatever, I don't know what Phil said because I don't listen to him like that. But California had actually went in to sue Activision Blizzard like 4 years before that happened, and they gave them time to clean up their act, and they hadn't. So I really do feel like the people who were like in the industry knew what was going on, and that deal didn't happen like that quick. No matter, I mean, like, I don't know Phil like that.
A little bit
maybe, but I think like it was in talks because it was super toxic to have a state come in and be like, y'all need to clean up y'all's act. This is like fucking crazy right now.
It could have been talks of a sale.
Wild.
It could have been talks of a sale, but maybe not with Microsoft until they came in at the 11th hour.
Maybe.
And who other than them can present such a massive cash deal? Am I wrong in this? It's a cash deal, right? This is $70 billion in cash.
Yeah, who else could afford to do it?
Other than Apple, Amazon, and I don't think Apple or Amazon structurally were ready for this type of deal. Neither one. As much as Apple does their little games, Amazon has Luna, and I'm trying to minimize what they do, but neither one of them have the infrastructure to take on Activision Blizzard immediately and pump out Call of Duty every year, pump out Diablo, pump out. They don't have the infrastructure to do that. It would put COD at minimum. All this stuff will go on pause as they try to get everything together. With Activision Blizzard, it seems like they can just kind of pull them in, set them to the side, and say, "Do what you're doing." Because Bethesda was just kind of, we're going to talk about the Xbox Showcase in a little bit. They're kind of brought in and just kind of, you're here, you sit next to me, do what you're doing. I'll come back to you later. We got a follow super chat from Rain says, will Amazon use their website as a gaming store for their games?
They already do.
Why not?
Yeah. I don't see why you wouldn't.
I get the ads when I let my Fire Stick kind of just chill and it goes idle.
They're also like teaming up with different ones. I think Amazon, like if you have Amazon Prime, you can get like drops and stuff for certain games. Yeah. So like they're doing that. I wanted to like circle back on Apple. I definitely think they have the infrastructure, but they don't want to deal with the headache that came with cleaning house at Activision Blizzard. And I think that's what kept a lot of people from wanting to buy into that, because like it was just really, really bad. And just from like working in the industry, Apple tends to buy games that are already produced by developers. Like they aren't in the realm of developing games, but I don't think that they would ever be like, we don't want to do it. I just think that like Activision Blizzard was really toxic and nobody was trying to deal with that. Like they were the baby kid of gaming. So
let's be honest. If you manage to come back from, you clean up their act, how, and let's say they cleaned it up in 2 years, how in 2 more years are you in a worse spot than before? They just cleaned it up for publicity's sake. They did not.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that stuff takes.
I mean, you got to fire a lot of people. You got to fire a lot of people, change out a lot of stuff. And honestly, the reason why it went on for so long is because they were surrounded by a bunch of yes men who were okay with it going on. So,
shout out to you, Rangy,
nice way of saying yeah.
Shout out to you. I appreciate you with that super chat. I do want to swing things over here just a bit because I don't remember this person's name. Big following on Twitter, and apparently Xbox no longer offering Game Pass for $1. Rand, did you hear this? This is a major deal.
Yeah,
what? I can't believe they have the audacity.
Oh my god.
They have the audacity not that it went away so quickly. Like it wasn't 6 years. It's not enough time for me to get all these games for $1. Rand,
my coupons.
They want their coupons. Rand, I want to get your thoughts on Microsoft finally pulling the plug and saying, you know what, you're going to pay full price for Xbox Game Pass.
I mean, it was gonna go away at some point. It wasn't gonna be $1 forever, right?
6 years is a long time.
I mean, I guess, yeah, and it's been like $1 for 6 years, and sometimes the promotion leaves and then comes back, right? Mm-hmm. But you know, you have the ABK deal coming through. I wouldn't be shocked if they bring it back after the acquisition. Be like, hey, all you Call of Duty players, why don't you come back
for $1?
For $1, stuff like that. But for now, I mean, at some point they were going to get rid of it because you have the low price introductory rates for, you know, to acquire users, to get people into the service for cheap, lock them in. So it was only a matter of time. I do think it's funny that people turned it into some negative, like, oh, we knew they were raising prices and doing all this stupid stuff. And it's like, well, they didn't raise any prices. It's been the same price forever so far. I mean, at some point they will raise prices, right? Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, we knew the $1 thing wasn't going to last, you know, is 10 years. It was just, whatever. You got in, got good. You got the deal. You got $1 for 3 months or whatever it is. Some people abused it.
Oh, the hell out of it.
I know there are a lot of people who abused it. People do that. I don't know why this turned into a big thing. Like, it was like, oh, proof the Game Pass is dying. It's unsustainable. You know, like, they're getting rid of the dollar. It means they're losing all this money.
It's like when they got rid of the $5 footlong, people like lost their shit. We have to pay full price for our subs now.
Daz wasn't here last week. Daz wasn't here last week.
Just like the 4 for $4 is now 5 for $4. We are not going to discuss that.
Just like the Dollar Tree is now $1.25 instead of $1.
This is a sign of the times.
You get upset about that. Y'all need to update y'all.
Well, like McDonald's has $1 menu, but nothing at McDonald's is $1. Nothing, literally nothing.
Called inflation.
Yeah.
But Rand, do you think this has anything to do with the supposed well, I guess I say supposed, but it's actually happening, the family plan, right? Which the price in Brazil, if I remember wrong, was leaked, and it was like $40, and people did the math in the US. What was it again?
Yeah, it was New Zealand. It was New Zealand. It was the user posted a picture. He thought it was US because that's where he's from, but he forgot he changed his console region to New Zealand to play Resident Evil 4 early. And in New Zealand, you can sign up for the Friends and Family plan. It's 5 people, Over there, it's $40, and 5 people get the benefits of Ultimate, which is a pretty damn good deal.
Mm-hmm.
But for whatever reason, people also took that as a negative thing, like, oh, it's too expensive.
Too expensive.
I saw people tweeting about it, and then suddenly, when it was confirmed that it was New Zealand and not the U.S., those tweets disappeared. The likes they put on other tweets magically were unliked.
So ridiculous.
So
go buy a full game for $70 then.
Yeah, the rumor is it's going to be $25 when it launches in the U.S.
That's what the regional.
Bad. That's what the regional pricing is, and $25 for Ultimate for 5 people. When 5 people at Ultimate would be 75, I believe. 75.
Yeah,
that's $50 saving them. That's pretty huge. I mean, if I'm Microsoft, I would want that out by the time Redfall comes out. It's co-op, but it's a month from now, so maybe they're not ready. I would want it out there at least before Starfield, and for the holidays. You know, if ABK's deal done, you get Call of Duty. I would want that to be launching for the holidays before Starfield, because you want Starfield to be played by as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Right. You want as many people to sign up for those things. So. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for that. Will you guys sign up for Ultimate? Because it's just me. Like, I game share with my buddy, so like, I don't have 4 other people. I'm just curious. Would any of you guys jump on Game Pass Ultimate Family Plan?
I don't have 4 friends.
Yeah.
If I had friends. Why don't we do it together, guys?
Nope, I knew that was gonna happen.
Because Baron is not a team player. He wouldn't participate.
Well then don't be on it, Baron. Why don't we do it?
You guys got it.
Good.
We know how it goes.
Now I'm wondering, can I still game share with myself if I'm on a plan?
Who's gonna be the master account?
Because I game share with myself. I got my Xbox Series X here and my S over there, but I have my S as my primary account, but I play on my X. That way, no matter where I'm at, I can play on either one. So can I still do that and the fact that it's Ultimate is huge.
You should be able to. You should be able to.
I would think so.
See,
then you could just add 4 other people. Like, it would just be like, give us the 4 email addresses of the 4 people you want to add as part of this thing, and you could be like Baron, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Baron doesn't want to play with us.
Right?
Yeah.
But Baron doesn't want to. But then who's in charge of paying every month? And then that person who pays every month has to go to everybody else every month and be like, give me your money.
No. If we did it, I would just pay for it. Like, it's $25 a month. Like, I'm not gonna be like, yo, you got that $5 you owe me for
I'm coming for that $5.
Sign me up.
It's $25.
Oh, team guys, we friends.
Nah.
This is a team effort.
Oh,
guys, Rand, look, it was a misunderstanding. My computer stuttered on my end.
Okay.
This is us. We level 1. We together.
$5 a month for Ultimate. The fact that it's Ultimate. Originally, I thought when the plan came out, it would just be regular Game Pass, right? That regular stuff, right? The fact that it's Ultimate. And if you got other friends, which I obviously do not have, except for Diz, right? Because Baron don't want to.
Yeah, we got friends now.
$5, that's clutch.
That's dope. We could even stream games together.
Wow, all the games we can play together.
You're not in it. You don't get to play.
You don't get to be part of this,
guys. We got this. Hands in. Everybody, hands in. We got to do this.
I would love to get hungry in this,
for level 1 for the culture, for the people.
She got maple syrup money. I don't know if the maple syrup money allows us.
I don't have kids, so, and it's just me.
That's true.
So I mean, like, I got the extra 25.
Man,
it
must be nice.
This is wonderful.
Listen, I think we always say like the grass is greener. I think I would love to be around kids because I used to teach them, but also I understand it's a financial burden.
Hey, y'all going to Dad's house?
Yeah.
Hey, come on over, Auntie Des.
She got snacks.
I tried
to send Baron stuff for his little girls. He was like, no, they got too much stuff. So I was like, okay.
They do. You trying to send toys? Fame be trying to do that too. It's horrible.
Listen, but these were little black dolls made by a black mother and a black daughter, and I thought that was awesome. I just
It's
thought you
beautiful.
should support them.
It's so beautiful.
This
I
is
don't
why
need
you
no more
can't
toys
play
in
with
my
us
house.
because I don't like the sarcasm.
I have
don't
a
appreciate it.
5'5" Barbie dream house that takes up a section of my living room. It's bigger than
Girl,
my
I can
TV
move into
station.
there.
You
That's
also
not-
have 3 little girls, so
I
you
do,
can just pass
I
it
do.
down. You know?
Yeah, teeth marks and all.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, they got stickers everywhere. It's a home. I wouldn't
Remember how
wanna live in.
Angelica used to carry around Cynthia all the time?
That's
that
how
broke down doll?
every last one of my kids' dolls looks. They definitely turned that dream house into a HUD home.
Ray, you got kids?
No, thank God, no kids.
Yeah, God bless you.
I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you had kids, you would not have a million game score. I'm just telling you right now.
That's a
You'll be the
fact.
man with 100,000. You don't have time. You won't have time for a million, bro. It's ridiculous.
But thank God for me.
I don't blame you, dude.
Well, I mean, the million was also 7 years ago. You know, that was between 2006 and 2016. So
Stun on them.
Where you at now?
Let them know.
1.3 something.
Okay,
My God.
that's a lot.
Man's a madman.
That's the
No
number I'll
kids.
never hit.
All my money's mine. You know.
Oh yeah, keep stunting.
Look, man.
No significant other either. Is taking half. So it's all.
Keep
That's
stunting.
fair. I'm in the same. I'm in the same
man.
boat. I'm in the same boat.
I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
Relationships are expensive.
Facts.
I just wouldn't know what to do with myself, bro. Like I'm horrible now. I couldn't imagine having all the time.
You'd be
to myself.
brain dancing in goddamn Cyberpunk again. You'd have the little thing
Oh,
back. You just be-
bro, I would have definitely signed up for some like deep dive VR test in another country. I would have definitely did it.
Listen, I love being married. I love having kids. But if the money I make now, all alone, listen, I would be a whore, bucko.
Hey, yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I wouldn't even have to brain dance. No.
You get what I'm saying? Then I will go buy the PlayStation Q
It
Lite.
would not be
no
tricky.
issue. How much Sony you
Oh,
want?
man.
600 for it? I got you. 600.
That's true.
Got it.
Hey, I just dished out $150 for the Dune Deluxe hardcover editions.
Ooh,
Didn't
I
have to
did see
ask
that.
anybody if that was money I shouldn't spend. It was like, oh, do I need to ask
He's
them? No,
bragging.
I'm getting it.
He is bragging.
He's bragging.
He's
He's
flexing.
bragging.
Hey,
This
hey.
is probably, I'm so glad you're on here because now I can explain why I haven't unboxed any of these consoles that I have that I bought. You know what I mean?
Hey, Fame, when I was like, you know what? I feel like upgrading my OLED to 65-inch. I didn't have to ask anybody if that was an okay expense.
You just did it.
Just did it.
I couldn't imagine how that feels because I could save that.
And then I wrote it off on my taxes.
Wow.
Because you're in the industry. I'm doing that with my new computer. Oh my God, Amy.
Hey, listen.
Next computer I buy, 100% writing it off.
Yes.
Hey, Baron. You know what I'm saying? We can do that now
Yeah.
too. You know what I'm saying? Just
Hey.
we
Yeah.
can do that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to us, bro. We doing some things.
I'm so proud of y'all.
Everything's a software purchase.
Making money now.
But
Not
listen,
much, but it's no.
I mean, before it was none. So
You guys will soon be TikTok superstars.
Oh yeah, we're on our way.
hey, TikTok is fun, bro. Like I've had. We got so much content on there that we can't put on YouTube because once I upload to YouTube, it's like, bro, don't even think about posting this over here, bro. Like you're not playing none of them sounds over here. But on TikTok, like it'll grow and it'll videos get like 500,000 views. I'm just like, yo, this is lit. Like it was dope, and the fact that we're live on TikTok right now, cause we did hit that 1,000. I thought was super dope. I love YouTube. I love the journey over YouTube. I love the grind over on YouTube. But I swear we get more love on TikTok.
Sure.
I think it's because TikTok is short form, and like that's where we've gone to, where like we just like a lot of short. It's
We do
very
short form
easy. It's
content
under
here,
like
too.
yeah, but TikTok is where you go. Nobody really goes to YouTube to watch short form.
Yeah,
if I click on a video, I'm gonna watch it. But if somebody says, "Wait, don't scroll up," I'm immediately scrolling. It's like, oh, gotta go. Bye.
Baron, you
Go.
watch YouTube
Nope.
Shorts?
Yeah.
Like on purpose?
I watch reels.
Baron, do you watch
I watch
them on your
reels.
computer?
Reels. Oh.
Yeah, with the
Instagram.
blank, with the blank background on the
40?
sides with
Really-
the banner color. Yeah.
You know who's
I do.
really into reels? Is Gaz and Colt.
Really?
Really?
Oh yeah,
Really?
Gaz is always talking about it. He got Colt into it. I think Colt made his very first reel and put it on Instagram.
Why would you be on Reels?
I watch it.
I don't know. That's what I will say. I will say before I go to bed, I'll sit on the edge of my bed and I'll just kind of scroll through YouTube Shorts for like 20 minutes before going to bed.
Then you might as well get on
usually
TikTok,
bad.
my boy.
You might as well get TikTok.
You might as well get TikTok, my
It's the
boy.
Same thing.
Everything on YouTube was on TikTok last week.
You have to stop talking bad about TikTok and telling people not to do it because you're the one streaming. We're on TikTok right now.
Hey, TikTok. This is Baron Justin 7. I just want to let you know, I send people over your way all the time. But this
The bedroom
moment,
voice.
I'm just trying to save one soul. You don't need this.
Listen, 44 million people paid $15 to get a blue check mark on Instagram. 44 million people. You mean
On
to tell me
That
on
seems
small,
really excessive.
that's
It's only like 400,000 paid for it on Twitter or something.
It's
Something small.
That's because everybody had the blue tick beforehand, and then he was like, "Now you got to pay for it," and everybody's like, "I ain't paying for that shit. I'm not paying for it."
Is that going into effect yet? Is everyone's blue tick mark taken away that's not paying for it?
I don't think
No,
so.
they didn't take it away. They changed it to like this person is either paying for it or was a legacy, but they haven't removed anybody's blue tick yet.
LeBron saved us. He got on there and said, "Y'all know I'm not paying that $5." Yeah,
It was him and a couple of other people who were like, "Nah, fam.
Nah. You gonna lose LeBron?
Hey, I'm gonna say this
Bruh.
because I feel bad.
Isn't the logo a little dog right now?
It's the Doge.
It's a cryptocurrency.
Yeah, the Dogecoin. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off of it, right? Because every so often, like once a month, I'll log into Facebook just because it's like 2:00 in the morning and like the TikToks have gotten stale and I need something to do because I can't sleep. And I saw this Facebook friends. I know this in real life, but it's a Facebook friends, and she put up a picture of her child's Instagram account, right? And she took a picture of it with the blue check mark and was like, "Oh my God, he did it." My man had like 2,000 followers, right? Look, hard work pays off. And I didn't have the heart to tell her, "Ma'am, he paid for that." Because she was so proud.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
She was so proud of her son getting that blue check mark. And I didn't have the heart to tell her, "Ma'am, he paid for that."
That's coming out your credit card.
I didn't have the heart. I'm like, man, he got 2,000 followers. Don't nobody know who that is. He your son. He might be awesome to you, but we don't know his ass.
Mom, I got verified.
Look, you did it. Don't mind that $15 a month charge.
Yeah, on Mama's credit card. Yeah.
Listen, y'all know what time it is. We're gonna go around the panel and we're gonna give suggestions on what people should. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, one more thing before we do suggestions, right? Because I did want to talk about this. Because I do think this is going to be one of my most anticipated games, right? And we didn't talk about this last week. This TMNT game, The Last Ronin, sounds so incredibly fire. The fact that they're taking from God of War, right? And how we know God of War, when they changed to the God of War on PS4 was a 2018 was a game changer, right? Have y'all heard about this TMNT game? Anybody into TMNT, the lore, and because I'm really wondering who are they going to switch things up and who will be the last turtle standing? And apparently the other turtles are going to be unlocked throughout the game. They're going to help you guys to unlock abilities. This sounds super dope. Anybody else interested in this TMNT game?
Me, because I posted about it.
I mean, a AAA Teenage Mutant Turtle game based on Last Ronin, of course.
I am curious.
We just got to see it now, right?
Yeah, I am curious to how they're going to unlock the other turtles. Like, are they going to be spirit guides because they're dead? And I don't think they're going to change up who the last Ronin is. It makes so much sense that it's Mikey.
A better story. Yeah, it's a better story would it be?
Right?
Mikey.
So like because he was always the carefree one and seemed like the youngest one, and now he's after all of
The
this has
only
happened, he's the only one left and he's had to grow up. I think it's dope because I cannot wait to see how he uses all the weapons, because now the Last Ronin uses all of his brother's weapons, not only and I just think it's gonna be dope. I want to see a gritty TMNT where Michael Bay is not attached.
Because it's supposed to be dark. It's supposed to be like
it is dark.
That's the only way it can be.
Yeah, it is dark. Like the comic is dark.
That's probably something we probably won't even see for another year and a half, maybe. Right? But the premise of it, like if for those who follow TMNT, if you haven't, just go look it up. You can watch a couple of videos on YouTube. There's plenty of creators who are talking about it. This is going to be amazing. Who's making it?
They didn't say.
Remember.
They didn't say. All they said it was. They didn't say who it was. They said it was AAA, and they said it was inspired by like God of War. So.
We don't know who's making it.
I'm gonna be 100% with you. I would want to see this made in the style of a Sifu. That's
okay.
I would want to see this, the Absolver, Sifu, that style of fighting.
And I won't be playing it because I suck at them games.
But
they put an easy mode in Sifu, bro.
Oh really? I'm finna play it then.
And it's finally on Xbox now. They put an easy
that
mode
box.
in there.
Oh yeah, then I'll play it then because I suck at fighting games. I mean, I know it's not a fighting game per se, but those type of games like but I need to better mash some buttons, fam. But go ahead, B. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. No, but that's all. When I think of something that's dark, the story that's being told and how it would best be presented, I think that would be a dope way. But yeah, it would exclude a lot of people, like what you just said. There's a lot of folks who would never play Absolver or Sifu simply because of the difficulty curve. So.
Shout out to Post Up in the building. Post Up, we had him on a few weeks ago. One of the coolest guys in this business. The one person that I allowed to keep me updated with this ABK stuff, right? $10 Super Chat says, shout out to Level 1 of the panel pulling up the support. Keep up the work, my brother. Listen, y'all go check out my brother Post Up in this channel. Go follow him on Twitter because I promise you the way he breaks stuff down, it's what keeps me up to date with this activist blood stuff, because I really don't follow much other people unless Rand makes a video about it. That's how I keep up to date with what's going on with ABK, is through the homie Post Up. So make sure you guys go check him out. Appreciate the super chat, my brother. We're gonna go around the ring, and if you guys are in the chat, please drop some of these because I love to see these and read these out. We're gonna go around the ring, and I want the panel to give suggestions on an anime, movie, TV show, video game. All of them, one of them, two of them, that the panel, that the people who are watching or listening should be checking out this week. And Des, since you wasn't here last week, I'm gonna start with you, love.
Well, that sucks because I haven't really been doing much since I was sick. I've just been working, but because I felt ignored last week when I was only in the chat, guys. Go check out 9 Years of Shadow if you like Metrovanias, because it dropped and it's in fire. And also
it dropped already?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Baron, how come he doesn't know? I told you.
He told me who was reviewing it on the team.
It's being reviewed. We already had somebody reviewing it.
He told me it was being reviewed on the team. I didn't know it was out already. That game was fire.
Yeah. It's out. And Troublemaker. So go check that out.
And
I'm sorry, Baron. When I'm wrong, I will apologize. I'm sorry, Baron.
No, it's all good. All good.
But and Troublemaker is out. So guys, please go check out those games. If you like a bully-ish / Yakuza style type game, like is fire. Please go get it. Also, I keep saying I want to do a giveaway. So we should figure that out. Let's do a giveaway for either like a code for 9 Years of Shadow or a code for Troublemaker, because we love you guys. So
shout out to
I don't have any shows or anything
games.
like that. Freedom
Games.
Freedom
I love
Games.
Freedom Games, man.
Wait. There's something else that's going on with.
Oh man, I almost forgot. All right, so I've been working really hard behind the scenes with the Mix and the Gorilla Collective, and you guys know the Summer Game Fest is coming up. So we'll be checking out a bunch of indie games along with Black Voices in Gaming. I have put together a showcase that is going to be focused on women in gaming. That comes from girls who just love playing games all the way up to women who are working in the industry and helping shape what we want to see and what we like. So I'll have more information on that soon. But if you guys know any girls who just play games, I'm gonna say it at the end. Okay, if you guys know any girls who just enjoy playing video games, if your daughters enjoy playing video games, like, please hit us up. We really want to hear from everybody. This isn't just for people working in the industry. The event is called Dames for Games. So keep your ears and eyes peeled because I will be dropping a lot of stuff, and we will be featuring some little girls who love games and talking about what it means to them, as well as just a ton of stuff. And we're just celebrating women. So, yeah.
Nice. That's freaking awesome because you guys know I shared a tweet. I got this is an online game dad by my daughter, and I was so proud. Like I just said you know you right, and I moved on. Which I thought, hey, I need to clean this room up. I'm playing. I can't pause it. I was proud of her. I was like, that's my girl. That's my girl. I was so proud because she hit me with that, and because when I was a kid, my mom didn't understand that. She would yank that Nintendo. No matter what I was playing on, she was yanking that Nintendo out the wall, boy, because I told you to go take that trash out. Rand Al Thor, the man with the million, the man that's about to be the man with 100K on YouTube. What do you suggest for people to watch and or play for this week?
Well, Resident Evil 4.
Hey.
Something people need to play.
Of course.
I think it's so far my favorite game of the year.
Oh.
I played it 3 times. I adore it. I love it. Right. As for watching, Succession on HBO. It's his final season. It's one of the best shows out there. I know you got to catch up if you haven't watched it. So this is season 4, so you got some catching up to do. But it will keep you, you'll have some time to burn because it is an incredible show, and I'd be sad to see it go. So those would be so watch Succession and play Resident Evil 4.
Okay. Sis, what you got this week?
If you are a fan of Last of Us, and you want to watch something that is filmed in the same areas, Winona Earp, it's based off the comic of Wyatt Earp, the 100 people he killed way back on the OK Corral, and through his life, come back as demons, and his great granddaughter has to put them down. It's a great comic. If you also like Last of Us, the writer of Last of Us made a show called Chernobyl. It's really good. It's kind of gruesome at some points, but it's worth watching. And to play, let's keep with this like Russian theme and go play Atomic Heart. It's on Game Pass. It's really fun. If you like BioShock back in the gaff, it's like eerily reminiscent to it. So go enjoy it. It's just a whole lot of fun. I've been having so much fun with it.
My brother in arms, B, what you got this week?
To watch, go watch Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill.
Is that an anime? Is that an isekai? It sounds like an isekai.
It's an isekai for sure.
When the title is like 14 words, it's an isekai.
It's an isekai. Yeah. Like, I'm now a spider. It doesn't matter. So Google me. Oh, isekai. But yeah, go check that out. And then games to play. Go play Wild Heart. Much love to EA once again for shooting me a code. But go play Wild Heart. It's a fresh twist on the Monster Hunter, and it's fun. And then you get to be a ninja. Like I legit built a ninja with the whole claw and kunai and chain. Like it's so dope. But yes, go play Wild Heart.
See, for me, I got 2 suggestions, or 3. The game I'm gonna do last, both on Netflix. The Night Agent. Go check out the Night Agent is fire. And then, of course, I'm gonna keep recommending it until you guys go watch it. My K-drama, The Glory. If y'all not watching The Glory, I got a problem with y'all. Y'all need to. My K-drama suggestions be hidden every time. I haven't missed yet.
That's true.
The second half of the Glory is out. Go check it out. And for my game suggestion is a Sony PlayStation first party IP, but I want you to play it on Xbox Game Pass. Go play MLB The Show 23 on Xbox Game Pass because MLB The Show is fire. It's definitely play. I always make me a two-way player. You know, I shortstop and pitch. That way, when I do the career mode, I'm always playing the game. So go play that PlayStation first party IP on Xbox.
If only it comes to PC Game Pass, that'd be great.
It's not on PC Game Pass?
No.
All praise the Xbox console.
Oh Lord, this bot.
I really didn't know it wasn't on PC Game Pass. That's crazy. But you got it on your phone, or we can get you the PlayStation Q Lite.
I don't have Ultimate.
Maybe it'll work there.
I just have PC Game Pass because I don't have a console, so I don't have Ultimate. Doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, you don't? Yeah, But see, if we can rope you into this $5, we rope you into this $5. I don't know if we can bring.
Yeah, man, this weed thing is great.
People. Weed.
Des about to turn into our Lady Dimitrescu. You are a sugar mama. Please.
Us.
Des, don't let them use you, Des. I'm chipping in my $5.
I was randomly thinking of something and I missed most of that conversation. I was gonna ask I was gonna tell people I was really I'm not. Obviously, I used to play with Barbies when I was little, and I thought the movie was going to be trash. But the trailer for the Barbie movie is hilarious. So if anything, just take 2-3 minutes out of your time and go check that out. I know you're it's a movie for little girls. It is absolutely not. There is so much adult humor. It is hilarious. I'm actually excited to go see it.
They're also hiding a lot of that movie.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It looks like they go to the real world, but they haven't shown anything from that. So
and keep it that way.
Yep. I hope they don't give too much of the story away. Because right now, it's just they haven't given any of the story away, so it's just funny. So I'm excited about that.
Randy, you going to see the Mario movie this weekend?
No,
I saw the reviews on that.
One of my friends who's watching the show is DMing me, and he wants me to say, "No, I'm not going to go see the Mario movie, my boy." I don't know why he wants me to he wanted me to say my boy at the end of it. He's like, please say it. I'm like, all right.
What?
So
you gotta have the my boy.
There you go. I said it.
My boy.
Got to see it through, my boy.
I have not been back to the movie theater since Joker in 2019. I
really
go during the pandemic.
Same.
And I don't feel any need to go because movies basically come to streaming really quickly, whether it's $20 right away or you wait.
Yeah.
There's nothing that has really come out that is I need to see this right now. So
you didn't go see Maverick? You didn't
go see Black Panther.
I waited for Maverick to come to be able to rent.
Oh no.
So
Maverick was dope in theater. I will say that.
I'll watch Mario when it comes, available to rent. So I don't know if I ever go back to theater. I mean, it's expensive here, bro. My theater closest to me is $20. So it's
I think it's paying for the experience, though. And if you don't care about the experience, then
it doesn't matter.
Then it doesn't matter.
I'm at that point in my life. I don't want to share the experience with others. I want to have it with myself.
Yeah, I've been going to the movies by myself for I don't know how long. So
Exactly.
I have nobody.
That's because you don't want to spend money on other people. We know you now. We know.
Yeah. Yes, you're the exact same.
We're gonna come to Chicago.
I am.
And we're gonna go to the movies with Rand.
I'll spend money
and
on
make him buy us popcorn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Were we supposed to talk about the Xbox Game Showcase fame? Did you cut that topic out?
You mentioned look at you. Look at you. Fam.
Next time.
I was just saying, I could have sworn you said you were going to talk about it. But
did I? I didn't cut that out. Did I really have that on here?
I think we talked about it, but then we moved on to something else. But then we did.
No, I think it might have gotten cut out because for PlayStation Q Lite. But here's the cool part, right? Because now I'm gonna be bugging Rand every other day. I can get him to come back closer to the time, and we can talk about it then. Because I'm gonna bug him every other day now.
I got a question for you guys. Okay, so Aaron Greenberg was like, "Hey, we got the Xbox Game Showcase coming, followed by the Starfield Direct." Now, there's been a lot of talk online from certain people think that because it's called the Xbox Game Showcase and not the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase, that Bethesda won't actually have anything to show during the showcase. Because if they did, it would be called the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase.
Ooh.
What do you think?
But what else? Because I doubt. I mean, yes, that's Indiana Jones. Is that thing still happening? Right? What is id working on?
And is that Max Online?
Yeah, like I fall into I believe that, you know, and I talked about this to Lord Cognito on Monday. Typically, Microsoft's showcase is about 90 minutes long, right? Give or take, they're about 90 minutes long, right? When we expected this just to be a direct, we probably, most people probably thought about 15 to 20 minutes of Starfield Direct, right? So if you still keeping that 15 to 20 minutes of Starfield Direct, right? You're taking that time off the 90s. You're looking at about an hour's worth of showcase, right? Can Xbox fill that time? They
better.
Are they finally ready to? Because I'm sick of this 12-month thing, right? Are they still going to stick to that 12-month thing, or was that a cop-out? Are they going to have stuff to show us? Are we finally going to see Avowed? Are we finally going to see Perfect Dark? Are we finally going to see this, that, and the other? Can they fill the time? Or is that why it was merged together? Because they got to fill so much of the showcase up with Starfield because they aren't ready to show or can't show the future of Xbox.
Wait, time out. They fuse the shows together?
Well,
It's no longer...
Am I hearing this wrong, Rand?
Starfield Direct is directly on after the game showcase.
Oh, yeah, we ain't getting nothing Starfield then.
You get a lot of ESO though, probably.
Oh
like,
God, I hate the way they use
out.
ESO as like a filler for when anytime they mess up anywhere. Oh,
yeah.
So, Rand, you said it's coming on directly after. So this isn't one showcase.
No, it's directly after. It's the Xbox Game Showcase followed directly by the Starfield Direct.
As long as I don't see two people on a couch with a table with a screen behind them, I'm gonna be okay.
Rand, Starfield Direct's probably going to at least be 20 to 30 minutes. There's no way they would want that during the actual show, so like having its own thing. But I only brought up the question because, you know, last 2 years it was called Xbox and Bethesda. This year it's called Xbox. So does that mean Bethesda doesn't have anything? It's not going to show anything.
You know, maybe they'll announce QuakeCon.
Or do they just finally just dropping the Bethesda thing and just going with Xbox?
No, maybe they'll announce QuakeCon. Maybe they'll say like, oh, and you'll hear more from...
The thing is, Redfall ship, Starfield Direct, Hi-Fi Rush will be out, Ghostwire Tokyo. They may not have anything.
That could be a
show until next year anyways. Because, you know, I don't know. It's just something to think about.
Are they still doing their own physical event? Like, was there any confirmation on that for sure since they pulled out of E3? Because I've heard rumors.
They're going to do something. I don't know if the show's going to be live or if they're going to do a watch party like FanFest like they did last year. They haven't said yet.
Because, like, if they actually do their own physical event, maybe they're just cutting out Bethesda for this and making a shorter showcase and then just announcing stuff at the actual physical event. If they don't have a lot to show, like, why, you know?
I have a hard time thinking Microsoft's going to keep us captivated for 110 minutes, 120 minutes.
That's a long time.
No, it is, and
because typically, unless I'm wrong, but the shows are 90 minutes.
But look, maybe they pull another direct like they did before, and we get I don't even need a shadow drop, to be honest with you. It would be dope. I like them, but I don't think it's like the most necessary thing to do. But what if they give us like a true? Like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what I'm saying because I don't.
Wait, don't we know what id is working on? No. Machine Games is doing Indiana Jones, right? That's Machine Games.
It's gonna look like Riddick.
We don't know what id is working on. We can only assume it's another Doom game. ZeniMax Online.
Maybe. I mean, considering how the last DLC ended, I don't know about that.
No.
Yeah.
I think that this might be what it is. Yeah, I think you're right, man. I don't think Bethesda has much to, which I'm not mad at because they've been carrying Xbox. Like When we think about the games that have released, you know, or at least about to release coming up between Hi-Fi Rush, Redfall, even though I know Ghostwire Tokyo and Deathloop originally launched on PlayStation first, they're on Xbox now. Ghostwire's coming up here in a couple of days, right? And then we got Starfield. Bethesda has been carrying Microsoft. So maybe it's time to let them, you know, sit back and cook. We've been letting all these Xbox studios, from Compulsion Games to Undead Labs, they've had the ability to sit back and cook and not show anything, right? It's time for Bethesda to get that same luxury.
Y'all think that game shows are becoming overrated because they never really show a lot and they make promises that they never keep? Or do you think people are still going to watch them just to watch them?
Yeah, because we don't have the E3s no more.
I think people.
I'm just curious.
People get hyped, like people want to be hyped about stuff. But I will say that, like basically back in the day when you could make a game in a year or two and put it out, like you could show all the stuff because games only took 2 years to make. Now it's much more of a process. Games take 4 to 5 years, and it's kind of harder to get all that together to put it into a showcase and then say, hey, this is coming at this point in time.
So should we be like putting that stuff in showcases closer to release instead of hyping it up and saying it's not going to come out for another 2 years? I mean, it feels like filler almost, to the point where it's like we don't really have enough to show, so we're just going to show little bits because we still want to keep people interested. Yeah, I felt like that with the Zelda game, where like everybody was waiting for Zelda, and then at the end it showed like 60 seconds of something. It didn't really show anything, and then people walked away disappointed and upset.
I'm gonna tell you, I kind of want to pivot the question, right? Was Starfield delayed because of Xbox and Microsoft, and not because of Bethesda, or was it delayed because Bethesda thought, like, basically, if Bethesda was still standing on its own, would we be playing Starfield right
now? In my opinion,
maybe.
I think so. I think we'll be playing Starfield right now.
I think we'd be playing the hell out of Starfield.
I think if Bethesda was still independent and they needed the revenue and the money, I think maybe they still hit that date, but it would be the typical buggy Bethesda release that they're known for. But with
Microsoft can't afford this to go bad.
Microsoft's like, hey, make the game as good as possible, no pressure, and it's like, hey, we need more time. Okay, go ahead, and it's like they just take all the time that they need. But yeah, maybe there's a very, very good chance that if Bethesda was still independent, we would have been playing Starfield already. You know?
We said this with Laura. I said this with Laura Cognito on Monday. Starfield may be the biggest needed release on Xbox since Halo. Like it has to.
He's copying me. I've been saying that. Laura Cognito listens to me. I've been saying that. I say that to Jess. I'm like, you know what?
He stole my whole float.
Starfield is the biggest new IP for Xbox since Gears. You know what? You know what, Jess? Screw it. It's bigger than Gears. It's the biggest new IP since Halo, right? So I know I talked to Cognito the other day, and I know Cognito listens to Xbox too. You know what I mean? So.
It was he copied me that did it for me. It was like.
He tells me sometimes he can't listen until. So he tells me he can't listen to Xbox 2 until after ILP, because we think so similarly that it would seem like he was ripping off everything I say.
That's fair.
But I do believe that is the case. Like, it was delayed because this game is massively important. Starfield can't bomb. It can't be okay. Like, it can't. Oh, it's 81 on Metacritic. Even though we know that's a great score, it can't be that. It has to be critically acclaimed. It has to be highly rated, must play, a bunch of 10 out of 10s across the board. That's what it has to be for the brand. I think in a lot of people's eyes. Of course, again, we know Metacritic isn't the end all be all. We know 85 or 81 is a really good score and a really good game. But this can't be that for Xbox.
Well, it feels like a double-edged sword because the longer you wait to put out the game, the more expectations people are going to have that it better be that.
Create a monster you can't kill.
Oof.
That I think that's just where we are with it. That's where we are. And then now that it might be going head to head with Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man.
You see?
Stop.
I'm just saying. But listen. We're gonna get up out of it, Rand. You know, now that I know that we're best friends and we can do bunk beds and have room for activities,
Sleepovers.
Yeah. I know I have somewhere to stay when I come to Chicago. Now that I know that, you know, we definitely can do more activities as long as we get permission from Hugger. That we can do the bunk beds and and have a good time. Look at what you say. What you say, Hugs? We can have bunk beds.
You can have your bunk beds. Yep.
Okay.
You can have your Cheetos too. You can stay up past 11.
Dang, now
Okay,
it's
cool.
Cheetos.
Now we're
Scooby-Doo
partying.
fruit snacks.
Fruit. Yeah.
11 is late. We're all old.
Yeah, but we all know Rand don't got nowhere.
He ain't got nowhere to go.
He
He got nobody to answer to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Party at Rand's house, guys.
We stay up.
Yeah, cause I'm gonna get in trouble for going 42 minutes past podcast time. So you know, some of us ain't got it like that.
I ain't gonna lie. I was waiting. I'm sitting here. I'm peeking out my door too. I'm looking.
Go get in
Man,
trouble.
I don't gotta ask anybody. It was like,
Yeah,
hey,
I don't.
Hey,
the
the way he bragging about it though, like I love it. I couldn't.
Smell like privilege, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's definitely privilege.
Oh,
yeah. I'm jealous. I'm
privilege.
jealous.
they said
Listen.
it smells like privilege. I
I'm
never
so
get
jealous.
that beef from them because I don't bring it up. But Rand, you brought it up like multiple times. So
I mean, it's got to be said.
I see the stuff in your background. I see how you living. I just ain't said nothing. It's a little
that ain't
jealous.
even all of it.
I know. That's just what she want the internet to know she had. I know.
Listen, we're gonna get up out of here before I catch a left hook.
A fake.
For everybody who came through and listened to the podcast, thank you guys for rocking with us. Rand, again, salutations, my boy, for coming through. You're definitely going to hit that 100K before you're gonna get it before the month is over. Shout out to ATL in the chat with our super chat, just saying support. Thank you so much. That's all we ask for. If you guys hit that like button, share the stream, and hit the subscribe button. That super chat is much appreciated, ATL. Thank you so much. You've been rocking with us for a very, 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 very long time. We appreciate you supporting us. Again, Rand, my brother, I appreciate you. I definitely want to link with you again soon. Not even on some podcast stuff, man. Just to kind of chill and play some video games, man. It's always a good time. You and Rand, my brother.
You can do that family plan. It's gonna happen.
Yep.
That Rand can pay for.
What?
Not you.
I'm just saying, but and all jokes aside, thank you, Rand, for rocking with us, my brother.
And thanks for having me on. It was my pleasure, and it's short too. So
yeah, and we usually go way shorter. We quick, we in
I
and
made
out.
you guys go longer because I brought up the game showcase. It's my
Yeah,
fault.
you did.
That is true. That is why we went.
He was like, "Didn't you say we were gonna talk about this?" I had to look at the thing like, "Dang, did I say that?"
I was like, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
I believe it was there at some point.
Just blame me. Just blame me. Just be like, listen.
Blame Rand. That's usually a thing that happens on Twitter. Hashtag blame Rand, and we will do that. Listen, for y'all that rocked with us, thank you guys once again. Don't forget to go to lv1gaming.com. We got some dope content on the way. Some awesome reviews. Make sure you guys, if you missed the return of Cogs in the Machine, yesterday's the Floor Hugger is back with her solo debut for Cogs in the Machine. Make sure you guys can show my sis some love. Make sure you guys support everything Dez is doing. She's all over the place. Make sure you guys support her. Show some love to Freedom Games. If B is DMing you, please answer the DMs. Don't ignore my man. Go be subscriber number 100,000 to Rand Al Thor. With all that being said, congratulations. You guys leveled up to 241. This was WXP Podcast. I remember this time that I'm the host, and I remember the mute stuff. Peace out, y'all. Bye, TikTok. Bye, TikTok. Peace.
Bye, y'all.
We still live.